So I just pulled in the course. I was going to do a little video and play some golf, but I stumbled across something I've never seen before. I wondered why the parking lot was so full, but it's all these guys. Look at them all. Look at them all going. They all got their metal detectors. They're all waving it around the grass. And they're digging. I don't know what they're doing. Look at them all. They got the whole thing going on over there. Maybe they're looking for some buried discs. I'm getting over bronchitis, so I can't laugh, but it's funny. I mean, I've seen them at the beach before, you know, where stuff washes up on the sand. Find some cool stuff, but at this golf course, I don't know what they're expecting to find. I don't have a clue. But let's jump out there. I'll show you what I got going on. Beep, 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 beep. There's a whole lot of beeping going on. I don't know if you can hear it. Did I lock the car? I don't want them finding something in there. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. I guess I'll go to the field for now. I was actually gonna go to Throwdown the Mountain to watch the MPO card today. It's Sunday, so it's the final day of that tournament. I was gonna go, but I don't know, I really didn't feel like driving over there today. I figured I'd come out and do a little video for you guys instead, and I'll watch the post coverage later. I also did hear that Paul and the baseball player, they bought that whole property where Throwdown the Mountain is. I guess the property owner was trying to sell, and then they were like, no, wait, we want to keep the course. But apparently they got it worked out, so they bought it. The course usually is only open 4 weeks or so out of the year, but it looks like they're going to be able to keep it open hopefully year round now. So that'd be sick if I was able to get over there and play it. I think it's the only course in Florida that feels like you're not in Florida when you're playing it, because it's really hilly. A couple of my buddies have played out there and they said it's a lot of fun. So maybe one day I'll be able to get over there. But I wanted to show you guys something that's been in my bag for a while. I'm usually always rotating stuff out and trying new stuff, but I've kind of just been coming back to these a lot. I've been playing a lot of tournaments with them too. Just been feeling really comfortable throwing them on the angles that I want and being able to trust that they'll do what I want them to. So pretty much the only mid-range, here's my bag. All of these right here, orange to pink, they're all zones. Let me get them out so I can show you. All right, here you go. Here they're all zones. I know what you're saying, Cole, why do you have so many zones in the bag? Aren't they all just overstable and do the same thing? No, they don't do the same thing. So I'm gonna show you today. The first one I got is a Z Flex Zone. This one's still my most overstable. So if it's windy or I need something to have a hard finish, I'll still throw this one. The next two are two soft zones, putter line soft zones. This one's more used than this one, but for some reason, even when the soft zones get beat up, they're still decently overstable. You can see it kind of turns into a puddle top. Not as much as one of the other ones, but I'll show you that. This one, they still fly overstable, which is nice, but when they land, they're kind of not skipping all over the place like this one. This one's likes to skip, but these ones don't. So when they land, they just kind of sit. It sucks that you guys can't see all the times I've thrown these in a tournament, and I've had some really good shots with them. Like, for example, with this one, at the course in Cocoa, there was a lake on the right-hand side. The basket was up on a little hill right by the water. I threw this guy out right, trusted it over the water, came in, finished right under the basket, stuck. It didn't skip, it just kind of stuck right there. Loved it. So countless times I can think of when I threw these in a tournament and it worked out really well. I'll jump into these guys, the ones I throw the most. This one, my most thrown zone. It's a super, super beat up jawbreaker zone. I don't know if you can see it, but if you thought that orange one was puddle topped, it's really, really, really caved in the middle. Every time I'm not throwing it or I'm waiting, tee off, I'm always pushing my thumbs in the rim like that. People are always asking, Cole, what are you doing? I love it. I just love the way that feels. You can really just dig your thumb in that rim. But good stuff, real good stuff right here. And then I actually just picked up this one because I like this one so much. It's another jawbreaker. But same thing with this one. You can see this corner is digging in right here. Love it. This one's a little bit more overstable than this one, but I like having both. I like having all of them. It's the only mold for a mid-range I have in the bag, because it kicked everything else out. So I'll do some throws in the field for now. We'll go out on the course. Hopefully I don't hit the metal detector, guys. All right, I'm gonna throw them to that green thing down there, green post. I'm gonna try and throw them all in the same line so you can see the difference. Inside, a little bit more overstable than soft zone. Another soft zone. Then the most overstable, I'll punch it out a little bit more. So he doesn't go quite as far, but when I've shown people these before, they say, oh, I've tried the backhand zones, but it doesn't feel good. I agree. If you power grip it, that feels weird for me. This is how I always hold them. I tuck my index finger under the rim, and I let my 3 other fingers hang on the backside. I don't power grip it like that, like I would for another disc. See how that looks? Like this. This is what I don't do. That's how I throw it. Just like that. I get good releases out of it. Because I've heard that a lot where people try and throw putters more for a backhand. And they're like, no, I can't do it because it feels weird. I'm like, are you power gripping it or are you fan gripping it? And then when I tell them to switch to a fan grip, most of the time they like that better. So, yeah, good stuff. I mean, that's just what I do. I got small baby hands, so that's what feels good for me. But I mean, if you got bigger hands, you could probably do a full fan grip. You might not need to tuck your index finger, but try some things out. You may end up liking it. One of my favorite shots to throw this one with is just a little bit of an anhyzer, and it just holds it and then has a nice little straight finish. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. It appears that they're done with their findings. They're all hanging under the gondola thing. Maybe they're going over what they found. So this one's about 300 feet. It's on the left side. Right down the middle, I'll try and put it through the trees on a little bit of an anhyzer to straight line. We'll see if we can get down there. That'll do it. I'll show you this one too. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I've had a lot of people complain that I don't throw any sidearms on the vids, but I've been working on it. This is one of those holes that's really handy to have a sidearm. All right, people, there you go. This one's for you. Am I going? Are we going? I don't want to miss this. Oh, all right, let's try that again. It's fine. This one I'm gonna put a little bit of an anhyzer on, have it finish a little bit to the right. Perfect, perfect. I'll try it again with the other jawbreaker. All right, same thing. Pan, 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 not enough. But you can see what I'm saying, how it just holds it, especially that one. See how it held that line? Then it kind of slightly came out of it and panned a little bit up. Love it. This is exactly what you want right here. This is it. That's all you can ask for. F off, mosquito. Jeez, oh Pete. All right, we're coming up on the gang here. I'll do a casual stroll by Oh man, they're playing for money. They were staring at me. They thought my tripod was a metal detector too. I'm not one of you guys, boys. Sorry, not today. I can't do it. I cannot. So, another hole where I throw a zone. You know which one it is? It's this one. I throw a lot of zones here. This one's dead straight, right at it. I must have put it on the right gap, have it finish in. Oh, not like that though. Damn, son. She's OP'd, just like that. I'll use the soft zone, but you'll see what it does. I'll have to put a little bit of anhyzer on it. Damn, that was clean though. Smarties on the ground. Do I eat the Smarties? Do I pass on the Smarties? Oh, I don't know. I'll probably pass on the Smarties. When I was throwing, the metal detector guys were looking at me. I was right by where they were hanging out, and they were watching me. They were like, whoa, that's cool. So they might end up changing hobbies. Maybe some disc golf. So these are where these guys ended up. Not too shabby. We got one. We got two. We got chains. Mr. Squirrel Man, what's up, buddy? Gonna be in the vid? What are you making that noise for? Huh? Trying to find a little woman? Trying to find a lady? So that kind of shows all the shots that I would throw with these things. You got my straight shots, flexion, S shots, you got your hyzer shots, and you can do it all with a zone. Another good thing is that you can buy the Jawbreaker zones and putter line zones for cheap. They're only like 11 bucks, so if you lose it, you can beat another one up, and they should fly pretty much the same. I'll actually do one more hole for you because it's one of my favorites to throw this kind of shot on. I'll do it real quick. So this is one of those holes that you can't really go hyzer into the green. You kind of have to have it move left. Start out a little bit right, move a little left, and then have that finish to put you back by the pin. So this disc usually does it pretty good for me. So I'll show ya. Woo, woo, get out the way, get out the way. Perfect. Oh, that ain't it though. Don't do that. Just don't do that. That's all I ask, don't do that. This one I thought I threw too high, but it still worked out. So there you go. All right, I think that about wraps it up. I did all the throws that I would normally throw with them. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried out putter line zones, or if you've only really thrown premium plastic zones. I think you might really like a beat up zone. I definitely do. So yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think. So definitely let me know. So subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.